Of young Australians who are interested in buying a home of their own has been very significant. Australians' housing affordability now shapes the typical housing cycle, or a housing career as some people call it. Most Australians in the normal course of events are people who move through the housing cycle in a way that matches the stages of life they're at. So they move out the family home in their late teens or early 20s as they gain independence from their families. And then they rent, save for a home they can afford as either a group or maybe a couple. And maybe then they can upgrade when they have a family in their middle age. And then they are more likely to have paid off their mortgage. And then that means that they have a housing security in their old age. That's no longer the typical housing cycle for Australians. Young people generally live at home for much longer than they once did. They generally rent for longer and they're more likely to be settled with a mortgage not just into their middle age, but more often than not into their retirement as well. In fact, in 2006, 65,000 retiree households were still paying off their mortgage. Affordable rent is also an elusive right around Australia. We have very low rental vacancies. We see high turnover as landlords want to maximize their profits in a tight market. And we see less long-term or lifelong rental as we see in other countries and other economies.
This audio is collected by MyPT.